with Tommy? Tommy Richmond?
Tommy Richmond. Oh, yeah. Apparently he's not a hip-hop artist. That's what he said. That's what he told me on Twitter.
What do you think about him saying that? I mean, he clarified and said that he's not solely a hip-hop artist.
Yes, he did clear it up. I want to show him grace. I don't necessarily know that he knows what he's doing. He's new here to the entertainment industry.
He's trolling us. Either he's trolling or his team don't know what they're doing.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think that his team is just trying to pimp hip-hop?
No, I don't think they're trying to pimp. Maybe. I think it's possible, but I'm familiar.
She said it.
You said it.
I'm just asking the question. You feel like he's playing in the culture's face like Rob Markman said?
Shout out to Rob Markman. That's my guy.
All right, now it seems like Tommy Richmond and his team is kind of playing in our faces. Yesterday, the Hollywood Reporter published an exclusive story where they said that Richmond's team submitted his single $1 million baby in 2 rap categories. This news comes 2 weeks after Richmond tweeted that he's not a hip-hop artist, and then he got into a back and forth with DJ Head, had challenged him on his statement, and Richmond did walk it back and say that he was thankful for all the hip-hop support, and that what he meant to say is that he's not solely a hip-hop artist. All right, fair, we cleared that up. But there's the context and history of white artists in hip-hop who freely move in and out the genre as they please, only to turn around and turn their back on hip-hop. Miley Cyrus did it after she released her 2013 Bangers album. Post Malone had some negative comments about the genre after he came into the game with White Iverson, which, when you talk about Allen Iverson, if that doesn't evoke hip-hop feelings, I don't know what does. Now, $1 Million Baby's not a rap song at all. It definitely has some rap tropes. First of all, the song starts with a chopped and screw portion. They're making it rain in the club in the video. In the chorus, he sings, "I ain't never repped the set, baby." He has a line where he says, "I'm running up a check." That's definitely hip-hop slang. But here's the problem. After Tommy Richmond distanced himself from hip-hop, then to have your team submit your song into the rap categories, now you're taking up space. You may be taking a spot away from an artist who was proud to be hip-hop. So now it's like either your team is really tone-deaf or you're purposely trying to get attention by making us outraged. Maybe they have a response. Maybe they have a logical explanation for this. But I'm going to be honest. Right now, y'all looking crazy.
I don't know if he's playing in the culture's face, but I think I'm going to be honest with you, I think he really doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know that he's aware. I think that it might be like a team kind of like moving him in certain directions and stuff like that. I think him not putting his 2 biggest records that I play on the radio on his album is a mistake. But him then doubling back and submitting that, or not him, but whoever on his behalf, submitting those records to be, $1 Million Baby to be considered for a Grammy is interesting.
It's all a rollout.
It's all a rollout.
I mean, what are the chances?
Rollout.
Do you think he has a chance to win Best Rap Song?
Hell no.
White privilege.
Really?
She might think so. I don't think so.
What do you think?
I think they're trolling us.
If he wins Best Rap Song, it's because just for simply white privilege.
If he wins Best Rap Song, it makes no sense because he just told us that he's not a rapper.
Do you feel like the Grammys should not have him in that category?
I think the Grammys will consider those recent tweets.
Yeah.
You think so?
Hopefully.
We'll see.
Hopefully if the right people is in the room.
I don't think he stands a chance. I think either Shabuzi or Kendrick is going to get it.
So it's not even worth it.
It don't even matter. Yeah, it don't matter.
But I mean, just for
Not Like Us is the best rap song to drop this year.
you think that'll win?
100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It better win.
Yeah.
Diss track. That's hip hop history right there.
Do you feel like any of the stuff coming from Tommy is malicious or ill intent?
Tommy does not know what his team is doing.
I don't think Tommy Richmond has malicious intent. I've said that on the air and stuff like that. I don't think he has malicious intent, but I think he's misstepping.
But you don't think it's a slap in the face to the culture?
I don't think it's a slap in the face. I think that maybe he should consult people.
Yeah.
Or his team should consult him.
Would you be open to having a conversation with him?
Yeah, I gave him my number. He just texted me today. Like, we have back and forth.
Yeah.
And I called him one day to have the conversation with him. Yeah. Just as a big homie in the game type thing.
Yeah.
But we haven't had that conversation. I'm looking forward to it, though. We'll see what.
I just want $1 million. Shut up.
Time when like TikTok is making microwavable hits.
I know. I never want to hear that Tommy Rich nigga again.
Yo, dog.
I never want to hear him again. I don't know if he's on your label. I don't know if that's your friend. I never want to hear that nigga again.
They trying to sell us on that shit.
Yeah.
I've never been the same, baby. No, do you want? I just want $1 million. Shut the fuck up.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, you're trying to see. Sorry, JT. That's me. Hey, keep on me.
I don't know him personally, so good. You talking about good? Oh wow. Nah, but
we meet artists too early, right? Because of the way things go now, they don't have time to learn. There isn't people going, yo, check this out, fam. You might be asked this, you might be asked that. It's just a fast track to the bank, to the tours, to everything's, you know, boom.
Right.
Motherfucker drop one song and be like, yo, I want to do an interview. You'd be like, about what? Like, you got one song out. What are we talking about? Like, you haven't even done that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even want to go there.
It's easier
I don't even want to.
You have to do no research. But you be like, yo, all right, I listen to your lyrics of your song. Tell us about yourself.
I like those interviews. It's easy.
But my point
is,
is that everything's moving fast. And so the reason I'm thanking Tommy Richmond, I'm thanking DJ Head, because I think this is a healthy conversation.
Yeah.
And I think it's one that somebody like Tommy Richmond, who I think people like, right? Like, I think they like his music. I don't know him personally. I met him one time.
I like his music.
I listened to Coyote.
I like
Album's
Coyote.
good. I like it.
I
like
good.
his music.
Okay, boom, boom.
Yeah.
It's an opportunity for him to say he learned something. As a white person entering a space that is influenced by black music and black culture and black lives, right?
What it do, YouTube? Is Coffee tapping back in, man, and this whole Tommy Richmond culture vulture industry plant Grammy discussion that you hear going on there, man. DJ Head catching up with TMZ, man, and Gina Views, is that the same one that used to be over there on No Jumper? Someone fill me in, man. But real talk, when I saw this story breaking just a couple weeks ago, man, where he threw these tweets up and had this back and forth with DJ Head, and you hear DJ Head talking about they've been texting. He tried to hit him on the jack for the Real Deal convo, but Tommy's kind of marking out a little bit, you know? I don't know, like you heard him. Comment what's your thoughts, y'all. Do you guys feel that his team don't know what they're doing? You guys think this is all a troll for more publicity? Because, you know, they say all publicity is good publicity. What do you think he's doing here at the end of the day? But I just got to say this right now before we read these tweets, before we do anything. There's not an outcome that makes any sense at all in the world of music, sonically, vibrationally. Hip hop, Grammy, gotta go to Kendrick. Not like us. There's just no other outcome that makes any sense to me at all by any means, and that's just what it is to me. Let me know if you agree with Pete. He said, I'm not a hip hop artist. Coyote, album of the year, which you heard DJ Head talking about, $2 Million Baby. And I gotta tell you, I had to ask, like, my son had to fill me in on that, because I'm like, I'm not, who the fuck is this Tommy Richmond dude, right? And then my son, I was like, okay, I heard that song a bajillion times over, you know, because that's with this new TikTok era, songs going viral on there. And there was this like whole trend that I saw where people were making these dance videos to the $1 Million Baby track. And, you know, I think that's what ran the numbers up, man. That's like why me being someone who loves hip hop, loves learning about the artist, loves hearing the follow-ups and stuff like that. Like, I'm gonna know who this guy is, you know what I'm saying? But the youth and a lot of other people that keep up with the music nowadays in a different way, who are all over TikTok, they know all about this guy, you know? But those two joints not on the album, $1 Million Baby and some other joint. You heard DJ Head talking about that. Like, I spin him on the radio for him, and he ain't put him on the album. Then he says Coyote album of the year. DJ Head says for sure. So every hip hop station, $1 Million Baby or dial should stop today. Thanks for the heads up. In response to him saying that, and that's him sticking up for hip hop and putting a tweet out there that makes sense. Like, yo, you're spitting in this in the face of hip hop in a sense, right? And then he says, I'll say it again. I'm thankful for everything I'm saying. I don't want to be boxed in. I grew up on hip hop, but I'm a singer. Glad I got the PSA. I did my radio mix. I now have 2 open slots. What should I play? From an artist proud to be hip hop. And you heard him, like, that's big facts, man. Understood. However, there are nuances that can be perceived. This is him responding to Tommy Richmond saying, I say again, I'm thankful for everything I'm saying. I don't want to be boxed in. I grew up on hip hop, but I'm a singer. And then he said, I meant to say I'm not solely a hip hop artist. So DJ had said in response to all that, understood. However, there are nuances that can be perceived when statements are made. I don't believe you have malicious intent, but I do believe there is much to be learned about the system that you have entered within this thing we do. I hope it works out for you. Not sarcasm. And you heard Joe Budden's take. He just said, "Pluck this guy. I never want to hear from him again. Kiss my ass. Pluck out of here." Old man Ebro. You heard DJ had saying something about showing some grace or whatever. But Richmond is ducking the convo. You know what I mean? And then who is but Ebro is saying it's a good discussion to be had. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that they're new to the game, but they just don't know what the fuck they be talking about, man. And that's what I want to get at with all this. As you heard all those different takes on this from DJ Head, who stuck up for hip hop and the culture and saying, well, yo, that's cool. We ain't gonna play your music no more. You know, Joe Budden just pluck out of here. Then Ebro saying, hey, this if something good can come out of this at the end of the day, where there's a healthy convo and all that, that's like could be a righteous outcome here. And of course that viral TikTok, I know, or whatever that is that y'all done seen by Rob Markman speaking on the situation, saying, you know, that he's spit in the face of hip hop. In a sense, my words, I'm paraphrasing, not his. So, you know what I mean? Y'all let me know your thoughts across the board. But with all that being said, everyone tap in. But I gotta say, it's so wild that I seen this tweet the other day with Grammy season approaching about only 2 artists winning the Grammy category multiple times since way back is Kendrick and Tyler, the Creator. And Kendrick should have one more, you know, because that's what this situation is reminding me of. And when you hear Gina Views talking about white privilege and hip hop, and we listen, we know the Grammys have been like on some BS time about hip hop since way back.
She has more Grammys than everyone and never won Album of the Year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't work. Think about that. The most Grammys, never won Album of the Year. That doesn't work. Some of you gonna go home tonight and feel like you've been robbed. Some of you may get robbed. Some of you don't belong in the category. Oh, no, that was it. No, when I get nervous, I tell the truth.
I remember going to Giorgio Armani on Madison Avenue because we was nominated for a Grammy. And I remember being so excited about going to the Grammys and putting on the tuxedo, not just a regular tuxedo, a tuxedo that I was going to, put some bread on it. And I remember getting tailored, fitted, and calling Tariq, and Tariq saying, yo, Dame Dash and Jay-Z want to speak to you on the phone. So I already paid for the suit. I said, yo, all right, bet. So on the way back to Madison Avenue, I was told by Dame Dash and Jay that we boycotting the Grammys this year because they're not showing the rap segment. In order for them to start showing the rap segment and respecting hip hop, we gotta put our foot down and not go to the Grammys. So I picked my suit up and I went to the liquor store and bought a bunch of bottles of champagne and sat in the streets in the Bronx and watched the Grammys on 174th Street Vice. I have no pot champagne with my friends. We lost, of course, the Beastie Boys. I wore my Grammy suit to one of the grimiest blocks in the Bronx and drank champagne the night of the Grammy.
They've never showed the genre love properly or anything like that. And I don't know, you know what I mean? Hip hop just needs to have its own council. I always say this with all these lists that always cause controversy and whatnot, like these top 10 lists where this artist is put over that artist and this and that, it becomes controversial. Like there needs to be a hip hop roundtable, you know what I mean? It's like college football or like Pro Bowl voting. The fans shouldn't vote, you know what I'm saying? Like the players and coaches and people like with direct knowledge within the sport or whatever. Like hip hop needs its own governing body in a sense, although a governing body in a way goes against what hip hop stands for somewhat. I don't know. It's just such a wild situation. Anyway, you break it down, bust it down. But what I'm getting at is this reminds me of the Kendrick Lamar Macklemore situation. You know what I mean? Macklemore said, hey, I'll send you the Grammy and all that. And it just seems almost in a sense like the powers that be. Like wasn't Macklemore's album called The Heist? And then they heisted the Grammy from Kendrick. And then here we are all these years later where Kendrick is set to win that Grammy. There's no other scenario that makes any sense. And then we have this whole situation jumping off. If Tommy Richmond gets that Grammy, we know the fix is in, and this is just all done in a way to almost troll hip hop, right? Like, wasn't that Macklemore's album, The Heist? Like, are they gonna be heisting another Grammy from Kendrick here in 2024? I swear, man. I don't know. It's a wild situation, but I want to know what everyone thinks about it. Kendrick better get the Grammy, and let me know what you think about Tommy Richmond. If you think he was playing games, or you think he disrespected hip hop, or you actually respect him saying he don't want to be boxed in, or you think this is all a troll to drum up publicity or whatever, comment, you know. And you hear individuals how they kept saying, I think his team don't really know what it is. Who is his team? I don't even know, you know what I mean? But there y'all have it. Tommy Richmond, hip hop, the Grammys, industry plans, the heist, K-Dot 2024. Let's talk about it in the comments below. Subscribe, and I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.